Hello and welcome to another mod spotlight. I'm Exterminator and thank you for joining me. This spotlight is going to be on the Wind Turbine mod made by Clonin, and it's pretty cool. So we have solar power obviously in the game, and we have steam power. Those are the only two types of power in vanilla Factorio, and solar power in vanilla is obviously our only clean power. So with this mod, it adds another type of clean power that does not produce pollution or require fuel of any type. So as you might imagine, the wind turbines produce power based on the wind speed, just as they would in real life. And just as they do in real life, the amount of power they output changes based on how much wind is going through them. And the wind speed does change throughout the game. So the power will fluctuate, which may seem really bad at first thought, but they're pretty dang cheap. And if you have enough of them, you know, to like cover more power than you would need, then it obviously won't be a problem, the fluctuation. And they can be a supplement as well if you want. So pretty nice. So let's get into it here. They do not require any technology to unlock. I've unlocked everything obviously because I'm in test mode, but they don't require any technology to use. So you can build them right off the bat, and as you saw a minute ago when I moused over it, they cost 12 iron plate, 4 gear wheels, 5 copper cable, and 6 iron sticks, and they take 5 seconds apiece to make. So they have 50 health, and the maximum power output is 20 kilowatts or thereabouts. And according to the post by Clone, the average will be about 10 kilowatts. Obviously, they could probably dip a little lower than that since it's an average. And then they can go up to about 20. And yeah, so let's go ahead and use them here. I just have a assembling machine here making gear wheels, so that requires 90 kilowatts, and each of these will require about 33, considering that tooltip is correct. So now all I need to do is hook these up, and this may not be enough, but I wanted to lay them out ahead of time. So if we hook these up, you can see that the power generation is fluctuating. Obviously they were fluctuating more as they spun up, but now it's about half of what their maximum could be, which would be about 10 kilowatts. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, which you can see is producing almost 80 kilowatts. Again, it's a little less than half, so that makes sense. And obviously it's not enough to run everything. It's enough to run things almost at full speed, but not quite. Now, if we just go ahead and add a few more, and if you hold down left mouse button, you can quick place them like you can with power poles. So now we have 16 of them. And if they're generating about a little less than half, that would be like 160-ish, but again, it's less than half and it's fluctuating. So as you can see, it is still not enough to run everything perfectly, but it's certainly sufficient to run things at an okay speed. And this time we've already made 55 gear wheels. And the best part, again, is that they don't require technology. So if you want to go clean power right off the bat and just avoid steam power and to like avoid pollution and stuff, you could certainly do that with these. Because, you know, they only require iron and copper products, all of which you can just make like pretty much right away. So it's very nice. The fluctuation, you know, might be kind of annoying, but it's realistic, which I really appreciate, and I think that's really cool. So, you know, you can just make these huge fields. Now, I guess if you get like a ton of them, it can create some lag. If you get about, I don't know, in the post he said like if there's like 10,000 or so, you start getting some lag, but he did do some optimizations, which I think helped that. And now you can see, obviously, we've run out of iron, but if I were to add some iron to this, then you will see that once this inserter kicks on, which it obviously won't. As you can see, we have enough power for all of this. So the available performance is obviously the maximum they can put out. So it's about half of what their maximum is. So about 10 kilowatts, and right now they're not even needing to do that. Power is still fluctuating, but you can see it's still enough for what we need, because it's getting down a little, about 100, which may be not quite what we need, but then it goes all the way up to like 150 or 160. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, this may seem like a lot of windmills, wind turbines, just to run this, which it is. But, you know, they don't claim to be as efficient necessarily as solar panels, but they're certainly a lot cheaper, and you can get them a lot sooner. So, you know, they can be a supplement to other power, or an earlier version of solar power, or if you just want to go clean power right off the bat, instead of steam power, you could just mass produce these, and it would probably work for you for a while. And you can just have these massive wind turbine fields, and they don't generate pollution. The pollution you're seeing here is from this thing, because these certainly should not generate any pollution. And yeah, the water I think is pretty irrelevant. I'm not exactly sure why that's in there. Probably, I don't know, but it's pretty relevant because obviously they don't run on water. So, a very nice graphic. I really like that. And yeah, that's it, guys. So, there you go, wind turbine. As always, there will be a link in the description to the forum post where you can read more about it and download it on the Factorio forums. But for now, that is going to be it. So, as always, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed and find this mod interesting and helpful. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.